AMC 10B 2023, problem 14. How many ordered pairs of integers mn satisfy the equation m squared plus mn plus n squared equals m squared n squared? So for this one, I can say the first one is m squared plus 2mn, left hand side plus n squared minus mn equals m squared n squared. Then this part will be m plus n whole squared. We can take negative mn to right hand side. It will be m squared n squared plus mn, and we can factor from mn. It will be mn times mn plus 1. Okay, now idea 1. Also, I saw a problem in AMC 12A or 12B 2022 with same idea. And I said that idea in that problem. If AB equals perfect square C squared and GCD of A and B is 1, then A is C1 squared, B is C2 squared. Okay, if, for example, positive integers. Okay. Now here, GCD of mn and mn plus 1 is 1. Because if you consider the GCD is D, then D divides mn, D divides mn plus 1. It is the approach that we should use for GCDs. D divides the difference, 1. If you don't know that, you should learn. And you can send message to my WhatsApp number to learn these things. And by the definition of GCD, GCD is positive, so a positive non-integer that divides 1 is 1. Okay, now GCD is 1, the product is perfect square. So what are the cases? If there are positive values, mn should be x squared, mn plus 1 should be, for example, y squared. So the only possible case is that this one should be 0, this one 1. If, for example, they can be negative, one case you can say this one is negative, this one 0, negative 1, 0, then it will be 0. If, for example, they are less than negative 1, for example, this one, for example, negative 2, then this one, negative 1. Then you can cancel these negatives, it will be like positive, and then we can use the same thing, and the only possible case is 0, 1, okay? So they cannot have any other values except these two things, okay? If you have a question about the explanation of any part, if it is hard for you or something like that, as I said before, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description. Okay, ideal. Now let's consider these cases. Here, m is 0 for this case. mn is 0. So m is 0 or n is 0. For example, suppose m is 0 without loss of generality because the problem is similar with respect to m and n. Now, if we replace m with 0, then here 0, 0, 0. So n squared will be 0. So n is 0 also. So one answer is this, m0, n0. Now let's consider second case. mn is negative 1. Okay. So because m is negative 1, we have two cases. m plus 1 negative 1 or minus 1 plus 1. And let's check plus 1 negative 1 works, for example. m plus 1 and negative 1. So this one will be 1, this one negative 1, this one will be 1. This one will be 1. 1 minus 1, so we can cancel them, and 1 equals 1, so it is okay. Now m1 negative 1, m negative 1, and 1. Two answers here, one answer here. So there are three answers, okay? There are lots of problems similar to this equation in number theory if you want to know those problems and get good at GCDs, these approaches, and on. We have also one homework from AMC 2022, and one problem, homework 1, one problem from BMO, British Mathematical Olympiad, that can be solved with this idea. If you want to know those, I should search that they are exactly for which year and which problem. If you want to know exact problems or what, as I said before, send message to my WhatsApp number in the description.